Hello friends, welcome to my channel Language and Life Skills. Today our topic will be, do you seek happiness or meaning in life? Do you seek happiness or meaning in life? Should we seek pleasure, happiness or meaning in life? Let me give you an overview of this topic. Speaking of pleasures, some pleasures are legitimate, but they should be enjoyed in moderation. For example, eating, sleeping, relishing good food, listening to music, going places, dancing to music, playing games, having fun. Okay, we need to have a part of this, some of this. Some of the pleasures can be selfish and cruel, inflicting pain on others, and ultimately it will bring pain to yourself. If you are a sadist by nature, you will ruin your own life. That is pleasure in grief. Next topic is happiness. People look for happiness, but happiness cannot be achieved directly. It is the result of a number of other positive factors. And it is not something external, but something internal. You can say happiness is a butterfly that will happily settle on a centered flower. But if you chase the butterfly, it will fly away from you. Happiness is not your birthright. It is not your birthright. In fact, Jesus has predicted pain and suffering, not appreciation for those who live for the right principles. That is the way of the world. So, what we need actually to seek in life is neither pleasure, not even happiness, but meaning in life. We look to look for meaning in life. Happiness may not be our lot in this world, but it is promised to us in the life to come. In fact, Jesus has told his disciples, the world will hate you because you are children of the light. Now, friends, let us see all these three things in a little more detail: pleasure, happiness, and meaning in life. In a world of consumerism, reckless consumerism, people live for pleasure. They just want to have a good time in life. Of course, there are legitimate and permissible pleasures, but they should be enjoyed in moderation, as I have said already. Because lack of moderation will do harm to you. They can ruin your life. And they can also play havoc with your health. Excessive eating and drinking implies scorn for the poor, who cannot afford even the basic necessities of life. You live a five-star lifestyle. This can be built only on the dirty pillars of the misery of the poor. Some pleasures are sadistic or cruel, and others are selfish. Both of these bring to others pain, and ultimately also pain to yourself. There are certain pleasures that are forbidden, or there are vices. They bring suffering and ruin to other people, and ultimately to yourself. Let us see some of these forbidden pleasures. Gambling brings pain to those who lose against you. It also brings a lot of pain to your family and friends. It can also make you bankrupt. Take adultery and lose moral living. It will ruin families and corrupt society. And it will also ruin your moral integrity. Lust violates the rights of others and their dignity. And it will destroy your own life. There is pornography, which is so much prevalent today. So much prevalent today. It means women and children and turns them into objects of your pleasure. If you are addicted to pornography and you're a student, it will ruin your studies. For anyone, it will wreck your job and life and mar all your relationships with family and friends. Pornography can make you a fiend. The next pursuit many people have is happiness. We all try to be happy, and it is good to do so. Happiness creates a positive mood and makes you creative. But sometimes happiness eludes us because of anxiety, worries, problems, pain, and unbearable suffering. Dear friends, no one has promised us happiness in this life, as we understand it in the human sense. What did Jesus promise his followers? He promised them peace, a peace which he will give and no one can take away. And joy is one of the fruits of the Holy Spirit. Yes, peace and joy are promised to you, but not happiness. In fact, the joy of blessedness is promised by Jesus even to those who have considerable unhappy human situations, like poverty, fighting for justice, mourning, and facing persecution for Jesus' sake. These people who naturally will be unhappy are promised joy. In fact, if you look at the martyrs of the early church, even teenagers, boys and girls, went to their martyrdom singing hymns and songs to God. They had joy in their heart. So it is not the external circumstances that make us joyful, but the inner disposition and attitude. In fact, everything external can be favorable to you. A good home, good job, a good family, yet you can be very unhappy. And you can even take your own life because of unhappiness, though everything is going well with you. So, happiness is an inside job, as the famous writer and psychologist John Powell tells us in his book, Happiness is an Inside Job. Happiness is a product of a good life. It is not something that we seek. If we look for happiness directly, we will end up with pain. So, dear friends, what really matters and what makes life really worth living is finding meaning in life. Our true pursuit in life should be looking for meaning in life. Running after pleasures and looking for happiness in external things is not going to help you. But looking for meaning in life, a purpose in life, something worth living for, that can give you happiness. Pleasure can end in pain, and external comforts may often evade us. So, we cannot be truly happy or fulfilled with these pleasures and happiness because man is essentially a spiritual being in a material body. He is a spiritual being in a material body. And we can, in fact, forgo pleasures. An external situation may be unhappy, but we can still cope with life and find fulfillment in it if we have a purpose for living, if you find meaning in life. So, if you have a good reason for living, then you can put up with any situation or hardship. In other words, if you have a wife for living, you can put up with anyhow. So, coming to concrete situations, there is meaning in life for a poor couple who work hard and suffer many privations to feed their children and educate them. Their life is meaningful. They will not be so happy. A housewife who forgoes her own comforts out of love for her children and for her husband and dedicates her life to them and for them, she is a person who will find fulfillment and meaning in her life. A person like Francis of Assisi, who renowned for his wealth and comforts and became poor and became a beggar, he found great meaning in life in being simple and frugal in his way of living. A Mother Teresa, who enjoyed the comforts of a convent, left the convent, went to the streets to pick up dying people, unwanted people, lepers, and very loathsome sick people. She looked after them, bathed them, fed them, and she found immense joy in that. Our own father of the nation, Gandhiji, gave up a lucrative lawyer's career, legal career, to fight for the liberation of our country, for the simple people of India, to liberate them from the tyranny of the British. In short, we can say anyone who lives his life unselfishly for the happiness of others will find great joy and meaning in life. This is possible not only for saints, not only for great men and women, it is also possible for the ordinary man, for married couples, for singles, and for generous young people. We can all find meaning in life, though we may not have many pleasures and someday enjoy little happiness in the worldly sense. So friends, let's look for meaning in life, not for pleasures and not just for happiness. I hope you enjoyed this video. See you another time. Bye.